Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of our podcast in which we are talking about all the things that are moving the needle of the field of cryptocurrencies. Today again I have the pleasure to be here with Tom, who is our trading frontman and also the head of customer support of the whole Probinex project. And Tom, just to begin, because we are shooting this on March 13, 2024, I think it's quite useless to ask you if you're doing okay. Yeah. I just want to ask you, how much excited are you about actual market trends today?
Thank you for the great introduction. Yeah, honestly, this is historical days, right? Bitcoin is signing in new all-time highs after all-time highs. Basically, every new day there's a new all-time high.
I bet one is just surpassing right now.
Yeah, I guess so.
You can
it's
just
like
monitor it.
You can, if you check the graph, it's right now it's like $73,000 currently, or even more, a little bit more than that. So it's crazy that every day we get new all-time highs, and every day we break new records, not only price-wise, but other metrics as well. That's like crazy.
Speaking about the metrics, like, can you mention some? Because I've read a few which are really amazing.
Honestly, like something that happened literally yesterday was that the inflows into ETFs for Bitcoin ETFs broke $1 billion per day.
$1 billion.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's something that we were talking in the previous episode about the ETFs. So some of the predictions that we tried are maybe fulfilling.
Yeah, like the speed, the inflows into Bitcoin is astonishing. It's probably definitely faster than most of the analytics predicted. Basically, and I'm pretty sure nobody expected that one day, like so early into the ETFs, we would break 1 billion inflow in one day. That's crazy. Like, there were predictions, maybe there will be 2-3 billions during the first quarter, like so in total, in a sum,
we managed
not in one day.
One single day.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, this times that we are waiting are really exciting. But that's not just the only metric that we surpassed. I believe that the market cap of Bitcoin has marked another milestone as well.
Yeah, well, not sure what you mean, but if I'm pretty sure that some of our viewers probably seen that when you calculate market caps of all assets or all tradable assets, Bitcoin market cap passed the silver's market.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about actually.
Basically, when you calculate the price of silver, ounce of silver, and you multiply it by the price, so number of ounces of silver multiplied by the price, and that's the market cap basically. So when you calculate the amount of bitcoins in circulation and multiply it by the price of Bitcoin, the market cap of Bitcoin is higher than silver. Like, that's like, I
now
know
we're moving to gold.
Yeah, right. We are moving to gold.
Well, actually, the next step is beating Alphabet from Google.
I guess so.
Right?
Yeah,
it's not really that much of a difference, so I believe that it will pretty soon. But gold, that's the milestone we are heading, right?
Yeah, the reason why is this happening basically, or the reasons, there are plethora, but the thing is, the Bitcoin has finite cap of supply, right? The commodities such as silver and gold, there will be produced more in the future. Bitcoin has finite amount. It's 21 million, as everybody knows. So it's deflationary in its nature. There won't be more Bitcoins after all of it is mined, and that's why the scarcity on the market is starting to prevail, as the investors are realizing, there isn't enough Bitcoins for everyone, basically. That's the real FOMO. Yeah, that's the sentiment. Yeah, the sentiment kicking in. Like, imagine, we've discussed this before starting. Imagine you are a head of some investment fund, some hedge fund, or for example, some bank that doesn't support Bitcoin, but your clients are asking you, I want to get into a Bitcoin, and prevent them from entering it is a really hard stance to take. Like, how do you explain someone that no, do not buy Bitcoin, it's a bad investment, when it's clearly showing, at least at present times, that it isn't based on the price, but also that other companies, investment firms, don't think that, as you can see with the Bitcoin's ETF inflows, right? This isn't retail, or that it's part retail, but part professionals, definitely.
Yeah, but on the other hand, like, number of new millionaires every day is actually, there's fewer millionaires than during the last bull run, right?
Can you please explain a little bit more?
Like the wallets that have Bitcoin worth more than $1 million. And during the last bull run, this number of these wallets were increasing twice as fast as it is now. So there's
that's kind of weird metric, right? It's like maybe somebody would expect that there would be more Bitcoin millionaires produced, or it's not persons. We don't know persons. It's a on-chain metric, right? So wallets with Bitcoin worth of 1 million. There are less of those each day created than last time during this kind of bull run. I believe currently it's like 2,000 wallets per day that have like Bitcoins worth of 1 million. So, but there's two ways how you can look at this, right? You can look at it like, so there probably isn't, the bull run isn't as fast for now. Probably it can maybe speed up or be bigger, let's say. Or the other option is that people are actually taking profits. And so they are not creating more wallets with more Bitcoins, but they are actually selling it to the market. But both of those are kind of bullish from my point of view, because if it's the beginning of bull run, that's great for us. Well, great not for us, but like for investors or for people who own Bitcoin, trade Bitcoin, such as, for example, our trading strategies in Earnio or our own portfolio and in staking that holds Bitcoin, right? Or there's option that people are taking profits. But if people are taking profits, but the price is still rising, and the ETF funds are still buying the supply from these people who are selling, it's still great news. Like if
it means that the distribution is much broader.
Exactly. It means that demand surpasses the supply, and every time demand surpasses the supply, the price of the asset goes up. There's like basic economical knowledge. There's nothing special about it.
So that's another good sign from the beginning of the bull run.
If you hold Bitcoin, basically, like from the point of Bitcoin.
Well, I'm not asking if you're holding Bitcoin, right? It's out of the way. But all right, but actually, Bitcoin is not the only one that is having a great milestone these days. Actually, this very day on March 13, Ethereum is undergoing an update, right?
Yeah, it's the Dencun upgrade.
Dencun update.
Yeah, I'm still not 100%
I'm not really sure how to pronounce it because
it's
quite strange. But what does it actually mean, this update?
Well, this update basically means, to put it in layman terms, that the fees for layer 2 blockchains will go down, basically. It allows to better scale for these L2 solutions, allowing for cheaper transactions into like cents or maybe even fractions of cents. This doesn't directly helps Ethereum as a layer 1 itself, but these layer 2s that are built on ETH, that takes security of the ETH blockchain network, but process the transactions on their layer 2, will be cheaper. Why this could be important? Well, firstly, this brings competition for other fast layer 2s, Solana, Near, and so on, right? So these layer 2s can now be competition to these layer 1s, different from ETH. And also the transactions are faster, therefore allowing for different kind of applications, right? Every application that needs fast creation of blocks, faster execution. For example, exchanges, right? If you have a derivatives exchange, you need your orders to be delivered fastly, to be processed faster. So this is great, for example, for perpetual futures, DEX exchanges, and so on.
Yeah, but still speaking about Ethereum, the layer 1, we are facing like the highest fees currently. I think the average is around $28.
Yeah, that's even for like a simple transaction, let's say. If you want to use some specialized application like let's say some kind of DEX, decentralized exchange, or you want to try a bridge from Ethereum to somewhere else, like the more complex the transaction will be, the fees gets much higher. So it's really crazy to use simple DEX such as Uniswap, native DEX for Ethereum, and pay $100 in fees. That's unusable for like basic user. That's why kind of you see this activity moving to other chains such as Solana and so on. And that's what kind of layer 2s will try to kind of compete.
So this update is coming on the right time, right? Because
I would say so.
It can really decrease it.
It won't help the problem with higher fees on Ethereum itself, but it will help other other networks.
But what's interesting about the high fees is that it actually is quite influenced by the Memecoin Hysteria again. We are seeing all these Pepes and stuff like that.
Yeah, we can look at it from like multiple sides, and I'm still not sure where I stand on this. What's my stance? Because on one side, I think these meme coins kind of discourage like let's say institutional investors. They may look at the space and say this space is really immature. Well, why are we seriously discussing the possibility into investing into a joke, right? How can a Dogecoin be a multi-billion worth joke? Kind of like it's not a joke now, but it started as a joke. How is this possible? How is possible that Shiba Inu is multi-billion dollar worth of a joke? Why is Pepe being multi-billion? And there's more and more these meme coins being created. But on the other hand, it's just simply expression of what crypto always was, like the liberation, the freedom to create and move without any borders, basically. So you like something, okay, there's a crypto for it. Like, why not? Like that's what freedom means. You can do whatever.
And you can see the economics right in the moment. Like Elon Musk tweets, "I'm bullish for Doge," and then it just goes up.
Yeah, well, that's something. Again, that's like you can look at it
right
from two sides, right? So from one side, there's a manipulation of market, right? Clearly something that shouldn't be happening. On the other hand, like, if you hold Doge especially, like, why shouldn't you express your love for your favorite dog and for your favorite meme, let's say?
Yeah.
Right? What is actually also happening with these meme coins? This is one of the reasons why the fees on Ethereum are so high, basically, right? Because there are more and more transactions. You need your transactions to go through when you want to buy those meme coins on DEXs. There's a higher activities, higher amount of transactions. That's why the fees for the transactions goes up. That's why it's so.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned that one of the reasons actually is this Memecoin Hysteria.
Yeah. But it's also a good thing on the other side, because currently Ethereum is a proof of stake blockchain, and in its model, it's burning part of the fees generated on the transactions. So currently, Ethereum is burning ETH. Basically, every block there is ETH being burned. That's causing Ethereum to be deflationary.
Yeah, I read it's like 1.46%.
Yeah.
That is
and it's a real deflation. It's not like something has finite cap. No. Ethereum actually is like burning its coins. There's less and less ETH in the circulation, basically. So that's why I think it's really, really, really cool. What do you think? Like, I believe you've seen this, like Donald Trump kind of switching his stance on Bitcoin. Like, do you think this is a fluke, or is it like should this be taken seriously? When you think about it, he could be. There's a high chance that he might be next president of the US.
I don't really know if I should really take him seriously.
I don't mean like where do you stand politically. There's a totally different discussion. But what do you think about his stance on Bitcoin, basically, when he kind of...
I know that he was really refusing it.
Yeah,
these days he says there is a potential in some sort of way, that he's not totally against it. But I know that he added that he still believes that US dollar is the main currency for. That he means that
he has to say it in a sense that, like, there's no way as a presidential candidate you can say, dollars are doomed for its exit.
But take El Salvador on the other hand.
Of course.
Right? Because they are, in 2021, they just legalized Bitcoin as another way of payment, I think, in pair with US dollar.
Definitely, that's true.
They're on the same level. And back then, the people really raised their eyebrows a bit. Some of them are really supporting it. Yeah? I think that there were two camps or even more camps. But today, like, you can look at the current price of Bitcoin, and I believe that their average of their purchases were around 46,000.
Like 40, like a little bit over 40, I think. So they are really
in plus.
And
they have
gain,
various kinds of revenues from Bitcoin. Like, they even offer a passport, like some.
Yeah, I believe it's like 1,000 passports for Bitcoin, and people who like would invest something connected with Bitcoin.
So they're really
to be honest, like, Salvador doesn't owe that many Bitcoins. Like, that's more like a, let's say, publicity stunt kind of. it's a real loss. It's really there. It's a really legal tender there. But El Salvador doesn't hold huge amount of bitcoins compared to other entities such as BlackRock. BlackRock is holding crazy amounts, as Grayscale who is selling. MicroStrategy who actually is going to borrow again more and more money to buy more and more bitcoins. Currently,
somebody has to explain that game to me.
Currently, it seems like the MicroStrategy is like the business plan, the deal they took basically. The whole let's long Bitcoin, let's leverage long Bitcoin. Seems that might be the best trade ever in history of everything. Like it looks like for now. Like good luck, Berkshire Hathaway beating MicroStrategy. But it has to pay out, right? But currently it looks like this is the best trade ever in history, probably. I would guess. I would guess. If we are not counting buying your favorite bonk Memecoin and making 100x on it during 2 months, basically.
Yeah, I've actually bought sex, but I don't know if I can say this loudly here.
And did you make a fortune?
I'm losing money on sex. Yeah.
That's the best kind of Memecoin investment, basically. And the most common, like for our viewers there, if you're buying Memecoins, please make sure that you are buying only with the amount that's funny and you can lose. It's like really almost a casino, basically, version of cryptocurrencies, basically.
But yeah, do your own research before.
Yeah, that's like all I think we have prepared for today. Do you have anything else you want to discuss?
I believe that we've covered everything that's just going on. I'm really looking forward to see what this upgrade of Ethereum is going to do. And also the next future of Bitcoin. I think we're all eager to see it cross another huge milestone. Let's see if we didn't pass any.
If you didn't hit new record right now.
All right, so my internet is not working, so we don't know.
Perfect. So this is how we can end our talk today. Thank you so much for the invitation. It was a pleasure as always.
Thank you very much, and looking forward to talking to you again soon. And thank you very much for watching this episode. And if you have any questions, please do follow us on our social media profiles. Raise any question or comment or anything. We're there for you. And we're looking forward to seeing you again in the next episode of this podcast. Have a great day.
Goodbye.